people are gonna like this.
I love her.
Oh, okay.
There's a part of me that just always wants to be with Emma Myers all the time.
We have a lot of chemistry. I think we complement each other very well.
Jenna Ortega and Emma Myers have become the center of non-stop speculation, and fans online are convinced we've finally hit the breaking point.
How do you feel after getting all of that off of your chest?
I feel like a weight has been lifted.
What started as casual jokes and live stream edits has spiraled into full-blown theories, with people dissecting every smirk, every laugh, and every slip of the tongue.
Hey, I always say, and they were roommates, so
opposites attract.
Exactly.
Within minutes of new clips and fan posts surfacing, the internet was already declaring it their biggest meltdown yet. For some, this feels like the moment they finally confirmed the dating rumors.
Yes and no. Working with Jenna is such a lovely experience.
For others, it's just fans reading too much into playful banter between two close friends. Either way, the drama surrounding Jenna and Emma has taken its most dramatic turn yet, and the reaction shocked everyone.
Just give an answer.
This wasn't some polished PR stunt in the eyes of fans. No stylists, no managers, no Netflix script.
Do you have a preference?
She's also so smart. She's so smart. She's a perfect human.
Just the idea of Jenna and Emma casually hanging out the way two close friends would. Edits and live stream clips that fans circulate online capture that same relaxed vibe, sipping drinks, joking, and answering questions with the natural chemistry they've had since season 1 of Wednesday. At first, the topics always feel lighthearted. Favorite episodes, funniest bloopers, who cracks up most during takes. But in fan chats and edits, one question never goes away. Are you dating? And you can feel it. The internet won't let the conversation end without at least one of them addressing the rumors.
We need like a clean take and a clean answer.
How do you think that compares to our personal relationship?
I think we also have the same little relationship.
That's when things take a turn. In countless fan breakdowns, Jenna is imagined looking down with a smirk, reading out the question, "People want to know if we're dating." And just like that, the vibe shifts. At least, that's how the fandom frames it. But that wasn't the wild part. What fans believe happened next is what really set the internet on fire.
I'm glad that we're talking about this because she's also kind of a hack.
I was just getting to know the beautiful and wonderful Emma Myers for the
Jenna Ortega, and it's beautiful.
It's the split-second reactions that fans can't stop replaying in edits and breakdowns. In slowed-down clips and imagined scenarios, Jenna keeps a straight face, but that signature Ortega smirk always seems to creep in. Emma, on the other hand, is portrayed cracking instantly, covering her face, laughing nervously, and saying things like, "Oh my god, not this again!" Then comes the line fans love to highlight. Jenna supposedly saying, "Why does everyone always think that?" And Emma firing back in the edits, "Because we're literally always together." That's when the chaos begins. The fandom chatters like wildfire. That's not a denial. She's literally blushing. Fans clip those exact exchanges, slow them down, and caption them with phrases like, "We caught them." And here's the detail that fuels the storm. In all these retellings and fan edits, at no point do either of them actually say the word no. But if that was enough to spark chaos, the next set of quotes fans cling to made the internet completely explode. For fans, the words are what sealed this moment as unforgettable. In countless edits and discussions, Jenna is imagined looking into the camera and saying, "Emma is one of the most important people in my life. I don't know what I'd do without her." To the fandom, that doesn't sound casual. That's not, "Yeah, she's cool." That's something deeper. And then in those same clips, Emma supposedly adds, "We just get each other in a way that's rare. I feel so lucky." From there, the internet did what it always does. TikToks with romantic music edits exploded. Screenshots with heart emojis flooded timelines. Fans clipped and recirculated those lines with captions like, "Just admit it already." Of course, if you're looking at it logically, these could just be two best friends expressing affection, but in the context of months of dating rumors, fans say those words hit differently. And that's exactly why they spread like wildfire. But words weren't the only thing fans latched onto. The body language in those clips told an even bigger story. For many fans, the real story isn't just in the words. It's in the body language they highlight in edits and slow-motion clips. In countless fan breakdowns, Jenna is shown leaning in close, almost shoulder to shoulder with Emma. Meanwhile, Emma is seen glancing at Jenna before answering questions, almost as if she's waiting for approval or reassurance. To fans, those small details are everything. The fandom obsession didn't stop there. Some edits zoom in on the way Jenna tilts her head slightly toward Emma, while others freeze frame Emma's nervous smile and turn it into a looped gif. Entire TikTok accounts started dedicated breakdowns, pointing out every laugh, every glance, and every time their hands moved even an inch closer to each other. For casual viewers, it's just normal body language, but for shippers, it's proof. Then came the viral fan favorite exchange. Emma is imagined saying, "We spend way too much time together." And in the edits, Jenna instantly adds, "And it's never enough, bro." That single back and forth lit up the fandom like wildfire. Within hours, it wasn't just a clip anymore, it was everywhere. TikTok edits turned it into a trending sound. Fans remixed it into relationship memes, romantic edits, and even parody skits. People used it as a reaction template for everything from missing their best friend to making fun of their own relationships. It became a cultural moment that crossed from fandom space into mainstream meme culture. And here's the kicker. For fans who argue that Jenna and Emma are just friends, that one line is the hardest to explain away. To them, it feels too natural, too unscripted, too loaded with chemistry to brush off. In their eyes, it's the smoking gun, the moment that blurred the line between playful banter and something deeper. And just when it seemed like things might finally calm down, the internet took the entire moment and pushed it into overdrive, setting the stage for the fallout that followed. If you were anywhere near Twitter or TikTok when the fandom latched onto this, you know it was pure chaos. Within minutes of edits spreading, hashtags like Doknuk Gemma confirmed and Bar Win Claire Forever were trending worldwide. Fan accounts flooded timelines with side-by-side screenshots, looping gifs, and captions like, "We knew it all along, this is basically confirmation." And it wasn't just casual posting. Whole threads popped up analyzing the supposed live stream moment frame by frame. Fans circled Jenna's smirk, zoomed in on Emma's hand movements, and even debated the exact tone of their laughter. For shippers, every detail was evidence. For skeptics, every edit was reach. But either way, the debate only made the hashtags trend harder. TikTok went nuclear. Fans clipped every smirk, every glance, slowed them down to dramatic music, and plastered them with heart emojis. Edits with captions like, "This isn't friendship anymore," pulled hundreds of thousands of views in hours. By the next morning, the combined views under those hashtags had shot into the millions, turning what started as a niche fandom debate into a mainstream trending topic. Of course, not everyone agreed. Some fans pushed back, saying, "They're trolling, stop overreacting." Others were in the middle, insisting that whether or not they're dating, the closeness between Jenna and Emma is rare and clearly special. That clash of opinions only poured gasoline on the fire, because every argument, every comment, every receipt kept the conversation alive. And because the internet never misses a chance to meme a moment, Emma hiding her face instantly became a new template. Me avoiding responsibilities. Jenna's supposed deadpan line, "Why does everyone always think that?" was recycled into reaction GIFs for everything from homework stress to awkward family dinners. What started as speculation quickly morphed into comedy gold, spreading even further outside the fandom bubble. Soon, people who didn't even follow Wednesday were chiming in. Comment sections on unrelated posts filled with Winclair jokes, and TikTok edits were landing on For You pages of casual viewers. Suddenly, even those who had never heard of Jenna Ortega or Emma Myers were drawn into the frenzy, reacting, debating, and sharing memes. That's how far it spread, from a fandom whisper to a global talking point in less than 24 hours. But the story didn't stop with the fans, because within hours, media outlets jumped in, and their wording made things even murkier. It didn't take long before media outlets jumped on the conversation fans were having. Within just a day, headlines started popping up everywhere, from Entertainment Weekly to BuzzFeed to international gossip blogs. And the wording was almost identical. Jenna Ortega and Emma Myers addressed dating rumors on Live. That phrasing wasn't random. Notice how carefully the media framed it. Not confirm, not deny, just address. That single choice of word gave the story legs. If they had confirmed, the hype might have peaked for a day and then fizzled out. If they had flatly denied, fans may have reluctantly moved on. But address? That left the door wide open. Enough ambiguity to spark endless speculation and keep both names trending for days. This is where things got interesting. Fans and critics weren't only debating what Jenna and Emma supposedly said, they were dissecting what they didn't say. Was this silence calculated? Were they leaning into the rumors for fun? Or was it simply two friends being playful, with the internet twisting every glance and comment? The absence of a clear answer became its own narrative. Some critics accused them of queerbaiting, suggesting that by leaving things vague, they were deliberately feeding the rumor mill, keeping themselves at the center of conversation without ever making a concrete statement. Others strongly rejected that idea, arguing, "This is just who Jenna and Emma are, playful, affectionate, and a little chaotic." The ambiguity isn't strategy, it's authenticity, and the discussion didn't stay on social media. Podcasts quickly dedicated full episodes to breaking it down. YouTubers posted analysis videos with titles like "Jenna and Emma exposed for playing fans" or "The truth behind the live stream." Opinion columns popped up online, connecting the speculation to bigger themes like how fandoms interpret celebrity friendships and how media often amplifies that speculation for clicks. What's clear is that the lack of an answer became more powerful than any direct confirmation or denial. That silence, whether intentional or not, ensured the conversation wouldn't die anytime soon. Fans kept talking, the media kept amplifying, and the ambiguity itself became the fuel that kept the story alive. But the question remains, why do people care so much about this? The answer goes way beyond gossip. For many fans, this goes deeper than gossip. Edits, theories, and online debates around Jenna and Emma aren't just about drama, they're about representation. Seeing two women openly show affection, even in playful or speculative ways, feels powerful in an industry where most interactions are polished, staged, and PR controlled. Whether fans believe it's romance or friendship, the connection between Jenna and Emma resonates. Some argue that if the rumors ever turned out to be true, the visibility would be huge. Two rising stars at the heart of a Netflix phenomenon embracing their bond publicly. For others, the power lies in the fact that they can express closeness without shame or awkwardness, regardless of what label is attached. To them, even ambiguity can be empowering, because it challenges the strict boxes Hollywood usually puts relationships into. And then there's the Win Claire effect. From the moment Wednesday premiered, the on-screen chemistry between Wednesday and Enid became one of the most celebrated dynamics on the show. Petitions, edits, and fanfiction exploded, with millions pushing for Netflix to explore that bond further. Even without making it canon, the writers leaned into the energy, and fans carried that same energy into their interpretations of Jenna and Emma in real life. Outside the show, small comments fuel even bigger speculation. Emma has called Jenna her safe space on set. Jenna has described Emma as her comfort person during long shoots. To casual listeners, those are sweet compliments. But to invested fans, they feel like puzzle pieces, lines that blur the boundary between fiction and reality. Fans stitch these words into edits, frame them as proof, and hold them up as reasons why their ship makes sense. This is also about community. For many online, shipping Jenna and Emma isn't just about the two actresses. It's about belonging to a space where people can share theories, edits, memes, and commentary without judgment. The fandom becomes a place of identity, creativity, and connection. Every new clip, every speculative moment is another chance for fans to contribute to a story they feel a part of building. That's why when fans hear edits of Jenna supposedly saying Emma is one of the most important people in her life, they don't just hear friendship. They hear validation of what they've been hoping for since 2022, and that emotional connection is what keeps the fandom invested. Because to them, this isn't just a rumor, it's representation, community, and a cultural moment that means something bigger than two celebrities. And beyond the fandom's passion, there's also the bigger Hollywood angle. And that's where things get even more calculated. When you pull back from the memes, edits, and chaos, a bigger picture starts to emerge. Jenna Ortega and Emma Myers aren't just two co-stars. They're two rising names in Hollywood, both at a critical stage in their careers. Every headline, every viral clip, every trending hashtag matters. And in today's industry, staying at the center of the conversation is often just as valuable as landing a new role. That's why so many fans believe the ambiguity isn't an accident. By never outright confirming or denying, they guarantee that speculation continues. Think about it. All it takes is a smirk, a laugh, or a playful comment, and suddenly entire fandoms are dissecting it frame by frame. The internet explodes, TikToks multiply, articles get written, and their names stay trending, all without either of them saying a single definitive word. It's a kind of unplanned PR machine that no studio could buy. And that's the paradox. Did they confirm their dating? No. Did they deny it? Also no. And maybe that's the genius of it. Because once you give a clear answer, the story dies. But by leaving things open-ended, whether intentional or simply their natural chemistry, Jenna and Emma guarantee that people keep talking, keep editing, and keep speculating. In the end, that's what makes their bond so captivating. Whether they're simply best friends who adore each other, or whether there's something deeper, what fans see feels real. And in an industry where so much is polished and manufactured, that authenticity, even if it's just perception, is exactly what keeps people hooked. So here's the real question. Was this fandom frenzy basically a hidden confirmation, or are Jenna and Emma just two close friends who love to mess with their audience? I want to hear your take. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read all of them, and your theories are what keep this conversation alive. And remember, this isn't the end of the story. With Wednesday Season 2 on the way and more interviews guaranteed, every new moment will only add fuel to the fire. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because the next update, it's going to be even crazier. And you'll see it here first, only on GossipSlice.
Got ya!